Morning guys. So what problems can actually be created when taking iron supplements, and how does iron work in the body? Because we all know it's very important and we require it to make sure we're actually getting enough energy. Because a lot of people these days are told they're anemic and they are low in iron, so you need more, right? Hi there, Belinda again with another useful video on how you can improve your health. Okay, I'm a passionate women's health mentor who helps women take control of their own health, okay, and using natural methods. And I deal with a lot of clients with autoimmune problems, thyroid issues, even iron problems, okay, a lot of sleeping issues and energy problems. Okay, so iron has actually come up as a topic with a lady I was speaking to yesterday about her health, okay, and she was asking me which iron supplements I would recommend her taking. Okay, so I want to run through a few things with you. Now, when you are tested for being low in iron, your doctor will usually do a blood test, right? If you have ever been pregnant, you will know that that is one of the first things they do when you become pregnant, and that is to test your iron levels in your blood. Now, the problem with this is that iron can actually be stored in your flesh, in your tissue, and that is very difficult to test for. Okay, so when iron is stored in your tissue as opposed to your blood, your body can't utilize that iron. Okay, and iron is required in your red blood cells to transport oxygen around your body, and oxygen is really important so that you have energy. Now, the problem with this is that 95% of the iron in your body is recycled, okay? So your iron is continually recycled in the blood. Now, if it is stored in your tissue, in your flesh, it cannot be recycled, and therein lies the problem. Okay, so when you go and have your blood test and your doctor says, well, you're low in iron, you need iron, what do? They give you an iron infusion, or they give you iron supplements or tablets or powders or whatever to try and get your iron level in your blood up. So what problems does this cause? I have been there myself, okay? Now, I want you to think about this. When you have a cast iron cooking pot or a cooking tray and you leave it outside in the rain, what happens? Yes, it rusts. Now, this is exactly what iron does in your body, okay? It causes rust in your body when you have too much of it. Iron is a heavy metal and can actually be very dangerous for you. So I went to this health seminar over 12 months ago with this fellow I follow in the natural health realms, and he says, and I've looked up this research yourself, and I want you to do your own research on this as well, okay? Don't just take my word for it. Now, iron builds up over time, but some things that iron does is iron feeds pathogens, okay? Does that sound very good to you? No, and iron causes rust in your body, okay? This can be a real problem. Now, when we have extra iron in our body, it can cause a lot of health concerns. And we need to be able to remove the iron in our system. Now, women have this wonderful mechanism once a month to remove iron from their system. Want to guess what that is? Yes, we menstruate, okay? Now, men don't actually have this solution to remove extra iron. What happens that way? What happens with men then? Okay, you may have noticed that men actually have a lot of heart conditions. And this is why, because they don't have a wonderful mechanism to remove extra iron from their system. Okay, they have a lot of heart complications because iron can cause problems with the heart in excess. Okay, so what can men do, or women who have a lot of iron infusions or iron tablets? Because I have. When I was pregnant, I got told by the doctor you need to have more iron and you need more iron in your system. And, yes, it felt good. It was a quick fix, okay? But it wasn't actually fixing the root cause to the problem. Okay, so what can men do when they have extra iron in their system? They can donate blood. Okay, 2-for-1 deal. You're helping someone out and you are removing the extra iron from your system. Okay, so the other thing to take into account, particularly in places like the US, Canada, not so much Europe that I'm aware of, and Australia, is a lot of cereals and grains that we use here are fortified cereals. Now, what does that mean? Fortified cereals means they have added minerals and iron to our products. So you go into the supermarket and you pick up the Kellogg's Cornflakes box. It actually says it's got added, minerals and vitamins to it. And they actually add iron to these things. So it's really important that you get your iron from food sources, not from fortified irons, okay? So you want to make sure that you are getting good quality meat and vegetables that are high in iron. Now, you can actually have too much iron, and that's what I'm saying. See, the problem is when the iron is stuck in the tissue, okay, there's a very special enzyme that moves iron around the body, okay? And it is actually blocked by too much iron in the tissue. So too many supplements, okay, actually blocks this enzyme from moving iron around the body. And that is what causes a lot of problems. You don't have the iron in your blood. It's stored in your tissue, okay? And we need this enzyme to do its magic, okay? And we need this enzyme to move oxygen around the body. And when we don't have enough, when we have too much iron going in from supplements, it actually blocks the production of this enzyme and causes low iron. It's a vicious cycle. So what can we actually do about it? Okay, now, one thing that we can do is reduce the amount of sugar and D3 in our lifestyles, okay? Because when we have too much sugar and D3, it actually stores the iron in your tissue as opposed to using it in your blood, okay? And something else that we can take into account is increasing the amount of bioavailable copper into our system, because copper uses energy as well. Now, you need 1 copper molecule as opposed to 60 iron molecules to get the same amount of energy. Now, when you are using copper, okay, for energy as opposed to iron, you have less exhaust, okay? You're not having as much rust in the body. So where do you get bioavailable copper from? Well, you're going to get it from meats, okay? Meats, eggs, good quality pork, liver, offal, okay? That sort of thing is where you're going to get bioavailable copper from to help you increase the amount of iron that is utilized in your blood and free it from your tissue, okay? Magnesium is also something else that you can add to your lifestyle to help you use the copper that is already in your system, okay? Anyway, I hope you found this useful, and the takeout is that 95% of the iron in your body is recycled, okay? If you are adding extra iron to your body, it is corrosive. It causes rust within your system. And it's very important to know, because a lot of women, including myself, I am, not above this, including myself, have been told and have had iron supplements throughout my life, okay? And when I realized that it is not actually good for me, you need to find out and fix the root cause to the problem. Anyway, I hope you found this useful, and I will talk to you at this time tomorrow. Have a good day.